So 2016 has seen a few comebacks. Robert Wars has come back, David Brent has come back, so has this. This is for Suzuki Baleno. Now the car may be new, but the name isn't. The Baleno was originally produced between 1995 and 2002, and that wasn't much of a looker, and sadly, I think the newer model isn't much of a looker either. It will act as the bigger brother to the Suzuki Swift, so this is more spacious, it's more practical, and it offers more kit. So it may not be a good looking car, but what happens when you look past the metal? So the inside of the Baleno isn't much better, I'm afraid. The dashboard is covered in black hard scratchy plastic, and it looks a bit drab, and I don't think it will date very well. Also, I found that the door panels have quite a bit of flex in them as well, which points to low quality. But one thing that isn't low is the equipment level. In fact, it's very high. This is the SZ5 model, which is top of the range, although there's only 2 trim levels to choose from. It costs £13,999, and the standard kit you get is very impressive. So you get automatic headlights, keyless entry, autonomous emergency braking, cruise control with speed limiter and radar guided braking. You also get this touchscreen display which is home to DAB radio, satellite navigation, Bluetooth, mirror link, which doesn't work with my S7, but never mind. It also has air conditioning, USB port, auxiliary port, and it's got a rear facing camera to help with reversing. So I'm sure you'll agree it has a lot of bang for your buck, and the equivalent Ford Fiesta would cost thereabouts £16,500. And the equivalent Volkswagen Polo would cost a little bit less, so that'd be about 16,300 and something. So the Baleno does offer good value. Finding a good driving position is quite easy as well, because thankfully the steering wheel adjusts for rake and reach, so that is very handy indeed, especially for someone like myself. But what's space like in the back? So there's actually quite a lot of space back here. Now, the driver's seat is obviously set for my driving position. I'm a tall guy, I'm 6'2", but even so, in the back I've got quite a bit of leg room, although the headroom is a little bit tight. So if I were to sit back, my head does touch the roof, although smaller adults and of course children wouldn't have a problem. So overall in the back of a Baleno, despite the slightly tight headroom, as I say, for taller adults, I think this is more than capable of housing adults and children for long journeys. The boot of a Baleno is competitive to say the least. It's 320 litres compared to the 290 litres that you'll get in the Ford Fiesta, but if you want to increase the capacity, you can fold down the 60/40 seats to make it 756 litres. What's even better is that the boot has 2 floors, therefore you can put all of your valuables and important items outside, giving you peace of mind. So under the bonnet there is a 1 litre booster jet engine which produces 109 horsepower. It's mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, which is quite nice actually, although you can specify an automatic gearbox if you would prefer to have that as an option. There is also a 1.2 litre engine which actually offers slightly better economy than this engine, but if I were you I'd probably stick with a 1 litre because it's quite a nice nippy engine, and in and around town and also on the motorway it does offer a good level of performance. 0 to 62 miles per hour comes in 11.4 seconds, although you get a sense that the Baleno will be able to do this a little bit quicker because, as I say, this engine is rather nippy, and the top speed is 124 miles per hour. Now, going back to economy, Suzuki states that on a combined run, the Baleno will do 62.7 miles to the gallon. And in my experience, I was able to get 51.8 miles to the gallon, which is not bad at all, but it is around 11 less what Suzuki states. In regards to the handling, it's pretty good. Obviously, this is the Swift's more mature brother, so it has handling to match, so it's not quite as sharp as you'd expect from a Swift, but even so it is pretty good. The steering is a little bit vague and there's a little bit of body roll, but even so the Baleno can be quite good fun in the bends as well. So the Suzuki Baleno may not be the best looking hatchback on the market, but it certainly offers really good value for money. And if you're looking for a well-priced hatchback which has lots of kit, it's practical, it's comfortable, then I really can see no reason why the Baleno isn't a really strong option. As I say, it's got a good engine, it's comfortable, and as I say, it's just got so much kit. Yes, it's not a looker, I will concede that, and the interior could be a little bit better and it could be a little bit more let's say higher quality, but even so, I really think this could well be the thinking man's Ford Fiesta.